It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. For Los Angeles, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. And I think we're really going to enjoy this type of game, a battle of super athletes, if you will. Shaq, this question for you. Can either team slow the other ones down, or are we just looking at a high-flying free-for-all?
I don't really care about that, Ernie, right now. Get your popcorn ready. You want highlights, just the game you want to see.
You don't care?
Just,
obviously,
Ernie,
you do care.
I want some popcorn, I want some butter, I want some salt. I just want to watch this game, Ernie.
All the things
you
that
like
are great
that
for
fake
your
butter
cholesterol.
they put on sometimes at,
Yes,
I do. At the movie theater?
Yes, I sure do.
You like that fake popcorn?
I have a technique. I just roll it and bink, 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 three. Boom, boom, boom.
Bink, 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 bink. Doesn't really translate. I don't know what you're talking about. How about the game, Kenny?
Well, I mean, this is a basketball fan heaven game. A game that you would just sit back and say, let everyone go. Let everyone go do what they want to do. Do not worry about anything, because this is ultimately a great game.
And have plenty of popcorn for this heavenly matchup. Kevin Harlan, the angelic one, has the call.
No butter.
You mean heaven, Harlan.
Always something going on here in LA, and there's always someone flying in to see it. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
Yeah, a season sweep for them last year in this matchup. They were consistent as far as ensuring they beat the teams they were supposed to.
And, you know, that's really the difference between the middle-of-the-road team and the true elites. It's a relatively fine line. It's not just playing at your best, but bringing that consistency night in and night out.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Freak is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the technical free throw is good. It's Redick on the wing. Paul, no one around him. No good from outside. So it's Phoenix now. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight. Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one. Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Okay, Doris, thanks. So they'll be focusing first and foremost on their offense today, guys.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm sure they're not going to ignore their duties at the defensive end, but getting their offense rolling has to be a main concern.
And I think that's exactly the focus. I mean, if they operate as efficiently as they're capable of, defense really won't be as much of an issue because they'll have so many points on the board.
Bledsoe dishes to Jeter. No good with the triple. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against Minnesota.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Yeah, it was a major factor in the ball game. I mean, the more turnovers they caused, the more shaky those guys got with the ball.
Now here's Jordan. He had 10 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
That's good. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's Pierce in the corner. Lets it go from 14. The shot is off, so Phoenix will take it the other way. The dish now to Bledsoe. And stolen by Redick. And now the Clippers on the break. Pierce is running. Redick with the bucket.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead. Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
To the inside, it's stolen by Morris. Bledsoe against Pierce. Here's Morris, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Morris has got his second basket of the night. Clippers trail by 3. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Paul kicks to Redick. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. And here we go, Freak heading to the hoop, and that one's good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Redick after Eric Bledsoe's score.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Ball against Bledsoe. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Now Paul. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. Chandler with the steal. And a wide-open look for Freak. Hits the three-point bomb. Freak's got 13. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Suns?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And he gets it to go.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Clippers trail by 7. Paul outside. The pass to Griffin. And it's Pierce in the corner. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Pierce has got his first 3 points of the game. Suns leading by 4. Bledsoe passes to Jeter. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
And here's Redick following the three-pointer by Freak. Paul with the 3, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Attention, Staples Center.
And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. The Suns number 1. The Clippers in second.
When you take a look at these teams, boy, they are high-octane offensively, Kevin. Both of these play a fast-paced game and put a lot of points on the board. It's really difficult matching up with these guys.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 4. Paul with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Griffin dishes to Paul. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Crawford's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Alex Len's checked in for Tyson Chandler. Crawford outside. Jordan the pass to Crawford. Here's Pierce. Phoenix grabs the miss.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Tucker kicks to Jeter. Griffin on the double team. Pass to Tucker. Now here's Freak. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. And the Suns lead by 8.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Picked by Griffin. Paul goes in. Pierce with a wide open look. Again, Pierce missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside for Bledsoe. From deep. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen. A double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch. That's painful.
Now here's Crawford. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change to the left side wing. Here's Griffin. Drilled from 11 feet out.
This shot is looking really good here in the first.
Everything is falling. 5 of 5 to start.
Jeter dishes to Bledsoe. Nice D from Crawford.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Paul outside, dishes it to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Paul passes to Griffin. Back to Paul. Shoots, and he nails the jumper. Paul's got 6 points.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Jeter kicks it to Tucker. Morris a screen. Here's Freak. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
The Clippers also making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Dallenberg. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Alex Len. Morris comes in for Chris Humphries. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Freak subbed in for Booker. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Freak is out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Chandler in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit it up. He dropped in a staggering amount of points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The Clippers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
No good on the second free throw. Knight with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's Freak. That one off the back iron and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it's Paul penetrating. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Chandler's shot, good.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's Redick. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Jeter. 7-point differential. There's a screen. Kicks to Tucker. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Freak. Another 3 for Phoenix.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Redick is in the corner. And stolen by Freak. And now it's Knight running. He can go all the way. Finished off the break. Knight's got 5.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
Clippers trail by 15. Paul outside. Jordan the screen. Redick with the bucket.
And really the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Knight kicks to Jeter. Beyond the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Knight against Paul. A wide open look here for Wright. It's Redick on the wing. Stolen by Tucker. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And that's now 30 points for Freak.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Moment here to look at the numbers for Chandler. 6th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence.
His ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation.
And the Suns making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Redick dishes to Paul. Right side, Pierce. And stolen by Freak. Tucker with the ball. Right's there. Here's Freak. That three off the mark. Clippers trail by 15. Here's Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. The Suns have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 33 points for Freak.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now here's Paul. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Jeter. And it's good off the back rim and in. Freak's got 35.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Jordan the screen. Pierce inside the three-point line. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Morris a screen. Bledsoe a screen on Redick. Step back and squared up. And that's now 37 points for Freak.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And here are some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Number 1, Markieff Morris. DeAndre Jordan is second.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
Clippers trail by 18. And it's Paul penetrating. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Tucker. And Pierce pulls it down. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Paul passes to Wright. Jordan the screen, and the wide open shot from Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 8th assist here tonight. Here we are are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Phoenix. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Los Angeles Clippers, 5 games behind.
And I think for the Suns, it has taken no time for them to come together as a team. I mean, no time. There wasn't much being said about them preseason, but now everybody's got them in their radar.
Well, they couldn't have asked for a better start to their campaign. I mean, give credit to the coaching staff for customizing a game plan and system suited to the talent.
Here's Freak. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 15. Crawford kicks to Redick. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jordan the screen. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Paul kicks to Griffin. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And so that's the end of the first half. Suns lead by 14. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for a chance to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
All right, guys, focus on me. We got them where we want them, and we can quiet these fans down even more if we pay attention to a couple of key things. A big difference in this game has been our ability to not only pressure them into mistakes, but to turn those mistakes into baskets. A lot of our points have come off turnovers, and if that keeps up, we'll be in very good shape. I will point out that all the steals we got in that half as something we can build on. We pestered them with our D. That was great. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Pierce in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And so here's Phoenix. They lead by 14. Got that one up quick. Freak's got 40 points.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Now here's Jordan. Passes it to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Lets it go from 14. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it, there's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Now here's Paul. He's got 13, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
That's good.
It sends Chris Paul to the free throw line. It's on Tyson Chandler. The Clippers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Looking at the game for Paul, 15 points and 8 dimes.
Morris a screen, and Paul over to help. For 3, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. 10 points for Markieff Morris.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And that one's good. Reddick's got 12 points in the game.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Feeds it to Jeter. Chandler is screen. Pass to Tucker. He dishes it to Jeter. Morris outside. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
To the middle. Here's Reddick. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The feed to Jeter. Morris a screen. There's the 3. And it's Jeter missing.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Suns leading by 21. And Paul over to help. Jeter dishes to Bledsoe. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Clippers moving the ball around. Griffin makes it off the glass. Griffin's got 14 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
The Suns have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Some really terrific numbers for Freak. He's got 48 points, and talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
All right, fans, let's get up! Let's get loud for the Spirit Dance team!
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Suns leading by 19 points. Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Jeter. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. There's the dish to Tucker. From deep. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Paul's shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the pass to Bledsoe. He feeds it to Morris. Wing shot on the way. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Bledsoe against Paul. It's Redick on the wing. Picked by Griffin. And that's good. J.J. Redick for three. Redick's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Pass to Jeter. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Pierce with it. He's got 5. He kicks it to Paul. There's the 3. The offensive rebound. The 3. And it's J.J. Redick with the 3. Redick's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Clippers. Suns leading by 15. They double-team Bledsoe. Chandler the pass to Morris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Morris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Paul can't get that one to fall.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Jeter gets the bucket.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Now here's Griffin. 14 points for him, and the shot is good.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And he gets the bucket.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Paul kicks to Jordan. It's Pierce on the wing. Jordan the screen. Shot off the screen. The shot by Pierce will not go. Suns leading by 20. Fires it up. And it's Jeter missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Redick is in the corner. And stolen by Freak. And Phoenix pushing it up now.
Get the ball inside.
And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Freak. And it's 9 points for Eric Bledsoe. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
5 to shoot. Pierce has got space. And the Clippers miss again. Phoenix has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Here's Freak. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second-half shooting percentage right at 50%. Pierce with a screen on Bledsoe. They need this. The shot by Redick, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Wright comes in for Paul Pierce.
Whoa! Woo. Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays.
Los Angeles making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Humphries. And Freak subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Here's Freak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Freak's got 57 points.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Galloway kicks to Griffin. They double-team Griffin. To the middle. Here's D'Alembert. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
D'Alembert, 2 free throws. Here's Freak. Another three for Phoenix.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Clippers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Freak, and it's Chandler in at the 5.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
Morris kicks to Jeter, and he lays it straight in.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Now Paul dishes to Redick. Outside Griffin. Paul for 3. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
And it's Jeter missing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Crawford kicks to Redick. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Suns. Chandler's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Bledsoe, here we go, inside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Freak. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 21. Here's Redick. Paul dishes to Griffin. Redick, a good look. No good. Now the Suns take it the other way.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Bledsoe left side. Kicks it to Tucker. Here's Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got 20.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Paul kicks to Pierce. Passes it to Crawford. Offline with his 3.
You can't get in a much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Morris passes to Tucker. Jeter kicks it to Tucker. Now here's Freak, covered by Redick. A nice shot by Tucker.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Feeds it to Pierce. Looking to get it going. Rebound by the Suns. Tucker's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by Paul. Jeter gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Paul. Here's Crawford. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 16 points for Crawford.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Chandler. And it's good.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to Redick. He's looking for Griffin and finds him, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, and look at how well he let him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Chandler dishes to Jeter, and he uses the glass on the layup. Freak's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Paul outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Tipped away. Crawford with the steal. Paul passes to Pierce. The Clippers keep it alive.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Get the ball inside.
Now the feed to Morris. Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. Bledsoe kicks to Jeter. The second chance effort. No good. Great D that time from Griffin. Shoots from the right block. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And he gets it to go. 19 points for Jamal Crawford.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
The dish to Tucker. Chandler a screen. Tucker the pass to Bledsoe. Kicks to Jeter. The 3. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Paul with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Paul dishes to Redick. Back to Paul. Stolen by Tucker. Down low. Here's Chandler. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Here's Morris. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Paul. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Griffin. Griffin's got 20 points.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
That's a 2 from Paul. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Suns here with a different look. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Chandler. Humphreys comes in for Morris. Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Eric Bledsoe. Now the pass to Dinwiddie. Ennis with the ball. Now defended by Freak.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Shoots. And Dallenberg pulls it down. Dallenberg's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Screen by Dallenberg. Ennis kicks to Dallenberg.
What are you doing? Stay down. Stay down.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
That one is off for the Clippers. Wright comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Ennis. And Phoenix also making a switch. Booker, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And the second free throw, good. And it's the Suns with the ball.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Started.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Jeter the pass to Porter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Here's Galloway. Los Angeles with another miss. The Suns shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Takes a 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Jeter dishes to Porter. He feeds it to Jeter. Down low, here's Humphries, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Here's Dinwiddie to the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. And D'Alembert kicks to Galloway. The good-looking shot from the wing. Here's Jeter. Porter in the corner. He dishes it to Jeter. Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. That one goes. Count it.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Galloway. Wright sets a screen. Galloway, the pass to Wright. Phoenix grabs the miss. Freak's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. D'Alembert dishes to Galloway. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
From downtown, Langston Galloway.
And here's Freak.
Move the ball.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. And that one's good by Porter. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Galloway. He kicks it to Wright. Pass to Dinwiddie. 11 feet away. That misses off the backboard. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Clippers.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Freak. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Dinwiddie kicks to D'Alembert. The pass to Dinwiddie. Right wing, right outside. Here's Galloway, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the free throw, no good. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wright sets a screen. Wide open. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now here's Freak. Off target. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I really don't know if I'm getting another. I hope so, because I feel like it helps the team get a win. I know getting big numbers like this is impossible without my teammates, though. Gotta give those dudes a shout-out.
Thank you for the time, Kevin. I guess we should hope the guys get the message.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
One thing that stood out to me was his contribution from deep. We know he can hit the three ball, but we saw him do a lot more damage than normal. And that really opened up the game.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.